My girls were young. I got a divorce, and I was actually chatting with a girlfriend about the experience last night and my regrets of not being able to give my girls that stable, perfect family life that everybody dreams about. And there were a lot of things I did wrong. But one of the things I did right was I manned up and I got my shit together and I worked my tail off and I dedicated my life to those girls and moved them from country to country until we found our stability. We spent a lot of time with my friends, both male and female, people that I trusted, people that I wanted them to look up to, and most of them are still in their lives today. While I know they probably felt pain and maybe still do feel pain over their parents no longer being together, I hope that those dance parties in the living room, the walks to school, the solo trips together, the opening gifts on their birthday, specially picked out for them by mom, them watching me work and be independent and struggle and do all the things that moms need to do in order to survive. I hope all of those experiences far outweigh any pain that they may have felt. So to all those single moms out there, remember that your strength and your tenacity will far outweigh any pain that may linger in regards to your failed relationship. You've totally got this.
Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. Fucking this one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one. And my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just going to call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt. I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. And which was supposed to be soft and comfortable for me, my pillow, it was now filled with tears. I should not have left my husband.
Watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to, and wondering if I'm going to be able to feed them.
You know what, man? Any guy who gets left, maybe his wife divorces him or his girlfriend leaves him, every man should strive to achieve this level of success and thrive this much that your former girlfriend or your ex-wife opens up her front camera and tells the world your success literally is triggering her. She literally said it triggers her. She's triggered.
I would never tell, I work with women. I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And when you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember like when I made like the decision, I was like hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. That was not the person I should have been on the phone with when, like, that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying. And I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. We can be intoxicated with our emotions. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I tried my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that, like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like, we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, blah.
Filed for divorce and your husband completely changes the script. You know, he's the man you always wanted. He's the father you always wanted. He's doing all of the things that you begged for years. You need to still leave. Do not fall for love bombing. That's what he's doing to you. If he had this ability to do this the entire time, like if he had this capability in him, then he would have done it. What a level of disrespect for you to accept by staying with him when he had this ability and it took you having to go file for divorce, separate for him to actually change. Respect yourself enough to walk away. Respect yourself enough to know that he's going to go back to exactly who he was because you fell for it again. Just don't fall for it. Have you ever noticed that the discard phase of the narcissist when they have a new supply is so much worse when they have that new supply than when they don't? The reason for that is because the narcissist is so distracted and infatuated by their new supply that they do not care. They don't care about you. They don't care about where the kids are going to live. They don't care about anything. All that they care about is that euphoria that they're getting from their new supply. And because they're so excited from this feeling of euphoria that they're getting from this new supply, you become like annoying, like you're just a pain. They don't want to deal with you. They do not care if you're alive. They're so hyper focused on their new supply and that feeling of euphoria and excitement that they're getting from that new supply that you just don't matter. You're a bother. And that is why when you're in that discard phase, and they have a new supply, it's more painful than it was when you were actually with the narcissist. And a lot of times, because they don't care about anything else besides their feelings and feeling this euphoric sensation, this excitement from the new supply, if you have children with that narcissist, they'll want to introduce the children to their new supply as soon as possible because the kids' feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. And they do not care about the damage they're doing to other people. They only care about having new supply.